Look at all this open, undeveloped land. It's incredible.
Well, they belong to the people above, see?
Uh-huh.
Where the fence is, but they maintain a gate for fire break in the road. But he owns all this down here.
Yeah.
And then we built the locker room down there. We'll go down there.
Oh, locker room too. Okay, here we go.
Did you know Alan Rice?
No, I think
The
so.
little writing.
Alan Rice.
Look at the bird's nests in those things. Oh my gosh.
Oh, little birdies. Did you,
At the phone.
did you know,
See here, Peter?
Look at that. It's in great shape.
And what happened was the court was originally. We got to get the lights turned on. We'll go down and turn the lights on.
Yeah.
What happened was it was all plaster. And it just started, the ball was just sucking the plaster off. So I went in and put panels. These are panels, 4x8s on end,
Okay.
and did it all the way around so they're 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then we put in the things for volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
Clip the net in, same
Uh-huh.
on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
First class floor on risers was first class everything.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is.
Oh, we got
And this is even before then the encroachment line
Oh yeah,
rule.
yeah. We got to get the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get them to turn the lights
And the
on.
trophy case. Got to see this.
I don't know what's happened there.
I took
Oop,
the
excuse me.
trophies out.
Oh no,
and,
somebody gave them out.
What's that
I
thing?
gave them to you guys.
That could have been Brum's racket.
Yeah. Look at the, you're on that. In that,
Paddleball player's dream.
Paddleball player's dream, you're in there.
Bradley. Hey, listen to this story. While I was doing dentistry, Brum, you haven't heard this story. While I was doing dentistry, I came down here every noon. I was watching them, and it was getting near the end.
National Paddleball
This was solid
Singles
wood.
runner-up in
And
1967.
I said,
That's
it was
awesome.
dark. Here was a light. And the two carpenters, and I said, how big a deal would it be if they put a window here with a view like that and everything? He goes, all right with me. I said, well, wait a minute. I said, how about the plans and the Allen and everything? Nah, he says, it's all right. He says, we don't care. We work by the hour. Where do you want it? How big do you want it? And I told them that, and they just cut it out. They embraced it. So that window was a last-minute thought right before they were buttoning it up.
Oh, really?
And we got a phone put in, upstairs and down.
It looks like one of the bells that ring or the lights.
Yeah, that's an old phone.
Yeah.
But, so it had a
It
nice
still
little-
works. Hi. No. Bud, just a minute.
No, no.
It's for you.
Is he still using this? There's somebody
Yeah,
using
she said that she has
Pretty
a
close to
few
your
members.
office, Peter.
That's what I was talking
Pretty
about. I
close.
want to do it. Yep. There
And
we go.
it's pretty private, Peter. You probably won't need a residential.
Right.
I started out who's been brought down.
Remember when you used to run up and down these stairs and didn't think anything
Oh,
of it?
no, it's part of the workout. Well, that was a floor, man, before. That was a floor removal. Then, we'll show you the old locker room, and this is the new one.
Huh.
Oh, we got one. This was the door to come into it.
Okay.
Right here was the door that came in. And we had a kind of a two-shower gang shower. And this wall had locker rooms, lockers on it. Okay? So that's where our lockers, and this is where we dressed and did everything.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is an add-on to vent. But this is where, and we had it like this for 10 of the 17 years.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then we decided we'd get a little classier. And you saw that room, didn't you? Yeah, did you get that
just
room?
glanced. I'll go check
But
that out.
here's the lockers used to be right here.
Around here. They were
Yeah.
like this, and this was not there. That's it. The lockers were here.
Now, did this get built on?
That was added on
Don't you
later.
remember
yeah.
that?
No, because I never
Oh,
came
you
here
weren't in
when
on
this
the,
happened.
well, you weren't in on the voting.
Never went
Of
to
course,
this.
you weren't in on the finances of it. And then we moved, these were our lockers. And so, but you know, we never really, there was no fridge, so we never really brought beer and drinks or anything. 'Cause we
Actually,
always,
he ended up down the road, yeah.
oh, way down the
Yeah,
road. We didn't
way
have
down the
it,
road,
because
yeah.
we just went straight to the
great, though.
Longhorn or went
Oh,
home.
okay.
You're
Look
in
at this.
You know,
Oh, wow.
we went to the
This
Longhorn or went
is
home.
me in '72.
Haven't changed
But
a
this
bit.
was a great addition.
And Schmidtke, right?
That's Schmidtke, and he was a tough competitor.
Did you bring that, or was that here?
That was
sitting
here.
right
Oh,
here,
it was, wow.
And somebody's taking notes on it.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, that is my mom's writing.
Really?
Yep. Wow.
Steve Keeley's in there. That's Steve.
I didn't go into
Come on,
it.
walk in the court, Peter.
Yeah. Who wrote that book? Who's that?
Chuck Levy,
Levy.
Mort,
Yeah.
Mort Levy's son.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that up there because I didn't realize it was down here.
Oh,
This
boy.
is all,
Look at you,
Beginning racket.
Isn't this nice?
Wow. Yeah, on the back side of this, he had another room back there. And he said, "What do you think I should put back there?" And I said, "How about a box stall for my horse?" He goes, "You can't keep a horse down there." And
You did.
I called up,
Say,
I
"How
was like
about 3 horses?"
16. I called up city, zoning, sanitation, and they said in a radius of a quarter mile there can be no more than 610 people living. They said, "No, you're not going to be able to do that." Well, I went with a clipboard, knocking door to door. I'm taking a survey. I need to know how many people are in your home. And I ended up getting a permit
Oh,
to keep
Wonderful.
2.
I remember the horses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Horses were there. Let's take a look
Yeah.
at that.
Yes.
Peter.
Mm-hmm.
this
I mean,
is so nice.
so the court is how old?
I'll give you one of
From 60,
50 now?
say 67?
So 50 years now.
Yeah.
my. That's my dad.
And the floor has never been replaced.
Wow.
It's on risers and very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the lighting, how it's lasted.
Yeah, that's better than most.
Isn't that amazing?
That's in great shape. Oh, my God.
Notice the panels
Uh-huh.
placed later in the original plaster
Yep.
chipped. And it also installed the catches that would allow us to play volleyball in here.
Uh-huh.
Which became very popular.
So this was all cement up at the top and then you replaced with the panel?
It was just like this except for the panel.
Okay.
And the only place it chipped here was at the back walls where they would hit the sides. So we just did it all the way around. Gary Lusk did this. I don't know if you met Gary.
No.
He was my foreman for my panel company. And these are the 4x8 panels that we built.
Well, maybe at some of the lunches I think I did meet Gary.
And in the normal panelized courts, they're all horizontal, not vertical.
Oh.
And you know how the 8 goes this way and then there's the 4 and then the 8 goes over here. So
Right.
it's kind of
Yep.
supportive and it's all on metal studs.
It's a beauty, huh?
Isn't that beauty?
Remember a few games here?
This plays well. Virtually every pro that I know played here. I don't think Hogan ever played here,
Huh.
nor Yellen, and that's the only 2 I've never played. But that had nothing to do with it. They just, because guys used to bring them over, Brum would bring them over. This is where Dave Peck got his first
Yeah.
tour.
Is that right?
Wound up on the steps crying. Just got in from
I know the
Texas.
feeling.
Yeah, and
What year was that? In the late
oh,
70s?
gee, when Dave moved here from El Paso, is
Yeah.
where he was living, and he moved here because he was beating everybody in sight, and everybody said go to the Mecca, which was San Diego, and so he came and then now you got to go play with Dr. Bud, and maybe at the PPA, and so everybody came. Stranimal, Hilecher, they were all here all the time.
Yeah.
Lindsey Myers.
Uh-huh.
People who no longer live in San Diego, they all came here.
Yeah.
It was here. And we played a ton of doubles in here. We played much more doubles than singles because you learn the game. And we used to we made it a point when we played doubles, because the sides were always balanced, that you'd play one game with a guy and then you would switch sides. And so you learn, even like I'm left-handed, I learned to play the right side, so I learned every shot I was going to need playing doubles.
Right.
And doubles was fun. Singles is work and doubles was fun. Another thing, a rule we had when we played was you could start serving to either opponent, but then you had to change serves. You had to, I started here, then the next serve had to be to the other guy. So everybody got equal play, equal learning, equal return of serves from all places.
Yeah.
And had to learn to play from all positions, not just your regular lefty-righty team or anything like that.
Right.
You know, it was good for right-handers as it was for left-handers.
Oh, that's a good approach.
And that's, a footnote on that is, it's a famous Dave Charleston DC backhand was this. On the right side wall, this was because his real backhand was non-existent.
Is that right?
But he was the toughest left-handed player on the left side in doubles that I ever faced. That
Really?
would be Dave Charleston. And the toughest right-hander I ever faced on that side was David Peck.
Is that
Dave
right?
Peck. He had a great backhand and he was quick. He was quick. So, just a little,
This is
little
a
history.
great history. This is,
The better than you thought it'd be?
oh yeah, I'm
For as old as it is. I mean,
it's an
let's
amazing
say it was
shape.
67, and for the record, 67 makes it 23 and 13, and 17
Yeah,
is 23, 33, 50 years old.
50 years. That's
50
amazing,
years
huh?
old.
Half a century.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So the only things that
And the
happen-
dimensions are the usual 40, 20, 20?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Boy,
John
this-
Halverson, who's in the Hall of Fame.
this is held up better than Qualcomm Stadium, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yep. And the only things that have been added is the panel to preserve the original plaster and the new locker room.
Did you play tournaments here as well?
Never had a tournament, really, no. We had a lot of guys who would come down and challenge us for, you know, small bets. And it would be lunch at the Longhorn and stuff. No big money, no. It was always bets.
Uh-huh.
And no, there was none of that here.
Just good hard play.
But all the original racquetball players who ever made it to San Diego, most the good ones who wanted to come out and play, they did.
And this was the center of the Mecca.
Yeah, it was, but it was private yet. You know, it stayed private. I mean,
Yeah.
they had to.
I'll tell you a story about this. When the kids would come in and they were aspiring pros, they would come down and play bud here. So I show up one night and Greg, what was Peck's name? Dave Peck was playing Muehleisen. Yeah. And I got there at the end of the match and he was out crying on the steps.
It was up at the top on the stop step.
And I said, don't worry. You know, that's just the way it is. It was similar to the way I explained to you that you needn't worry about the fact that there was no green in the picture.
Yeah,
Did you
crying
tell
crying
Bud
is a
that?
good outcome. No, I haven't told.
Dave went on to be the national professional champion.
In
That's all for
81.
you now.
That's a stretch.
I signed Dave Peck to a contract.
Yeah.
In San Antonio at one of the
Well,
tournaments.
that's
there.
probably
On the-
when you
on
were
the floor-
playing
on the
Eric
floor in the-
Campbell.
in the locker room.
And you beat somebody, and I think you beat Eric barely. And Keeley walked by and says, "Muehleisen, you look your age." And after that, that's the last time we saw him in the pros. Let me tell you about this deal.
I want to get the picture at Grid.
Okay.
All right.
Try to act like you're
Get going. Spontaneous.
Take a picture, Bill.
So let me tell you this story. We play pretty regularly. I got to know Peter because he would be weightlifting while I was training with my trainer. And he got to listen
Before
to
he
what I-
recruited me into the game.
So I recruited him. He was found out he was a high caliber racquetball player, and we started playing.
In my own mind.
Probably about a year into the playing, he was beginning to get real serious, and he started bringing cameras down for our matches.
So I could learn afterwards what was
So
going
I
on.
could study afterwards, and you know, you couldn't see the whole court.
So you could see like about encroachment forward.
There was a area right here where you couldn't see anybody.
Yeah.
So we played one day, and I go,
And he had been building up my ego, you know, like I think you're gonna take me this time. I don't know if I can hold. You know, you've heard the build up before, so he had me hook, line, and sinker. I thought I'm gonna do good.
so he wore his lucky green jersey.
Yeah.
And we start playing, and I'm not going to give away the score, but at the end, like about a few days later, I said, "Have you reviewed the tape?" And he goes, "Yes," and there was no green visible on any of the screens. It's a great line.
Yeah, I didn't get out of backcourt. It was just a merciless beatdown.
That was with the Echelon ball, and I think I was using the Pratt at that time because the thing would crack out every day.
So there was more crying on the steps after that one.
You know,
You would have just freaked out.
hey, you know how ironic this is? Let's say it was built in '67, which is about, that's 50 years old. We're here.
Yeah.
50 years.
You started when
It's
you were 4?
same light stuff, everything. The plaster was pulling off, you know, so
And you obviously had the ventilation built in as well, because that's no easy.
And one thing we didn't know what to do with the ground, we had 2 little screens back here, because that was an old building. So with no air conditioning at the time, okay, the only thing we had was a fan there, and remember those 2 sides? It was never a problem.
I don't remember it being too
If it
bad.
ever was, it's a court
Chuck
here.
Hanna, who just passed away, would get so pissed off playing Muehleisen because the motherfucker's, as you know, the #1 cheater of all time. And Haber, so I'm here, and they're playing, and I happen to be sitting downstairs drinking a beer. And all of a sudden, Hannah throws the door open, and apparently a string had broken, and he was just livid about what was happening in the game. And he walks over and he started tearing the fucking lockers off looking for a racket. And then he was so pissed he ran in and kicked the door and broke his toe. And that's what Muehleisen would do to these poor people. He drove a saint into a burst of manic behavior. But it wasn't, his locker was over. I remember the kick was going on over here, but
Yeah.
I don't remember where you were.
Yeah.
I think yours was right here because you opened Muehleisen's racket cover, and there were all these ornaments and clothing just perfectly fucking in place.
Navy, you know.
Yeah, it was like stowed away, and he was going like this. No, you don't remember playing Chuck in the semis?
Sure. No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know
Well,
why
good
I
for him.
remember it so well? Because I got beat in the first game 21-10. We're playing at the same time. And Bud was on the glass. Or maybe I was on the glass. I was on the glass and Bud was on the, yeah, you were on the, off the glass. And I came out after getting the living shit kicked out of me, and I was dying anyway, because I'd been injured before the tournament, hadn't played for a month. I get out, and Muehleisen's, I go, how's it going, Bud? He goes, well, I won 2 and 1. And I went,
21-point games.
Oh God.
I went, and I'm going, what the fuck? I'm in with this animal. And the guy was just so pissed because
Porco was there.
when he drove it by him, I had this move. I'd come in behind him, and then he would snap it by me, and I would go boom, and then head back, and then rip the ball cross court. He's going like this. He's going, and Jim,
He was 200 pounds about this.
he was 230.
Was he? Yeah, he
230.
played fullback
and
at
5.
Kentucky.
He was at most 5'8".
Jeez.
He
Yeah.
was a fucking ogre, and I've got the picture of him
Yeah,
somewhere
he's-
for you to
he's a
look at it. He
stud
was
boy.
a giant. He's still alive. So anyway, he was going,
An
this
ogre.
motherfucker's pushing off, and I go, boom! And I could do it. The timing was perfect. He would hit it, I'd rip him, and then I'd get out of
Shove
reach
off.
so he couldn't crush
He's
my
going to
head.
the back wall.
And I'd spin back, and then I'd rip him again, and there'd be this shit, and I got to, it's like dealing with a fucking animal. I had to keep my distance, but when I hit the shot, and he got so pissed. And Jim
I wonder
Austin
why.
was the ref.
Oh, good guy.
and he wouldn't
Okay.
call a technical or
Well,
anything
we didn't
on
have
me.
voidables from, that kind of voidable, because no one was playing that way except one of us.
I wonder who that was.
Let me tell you the match before. I had probably, the guy was better than we were. He was
Yeah, he
fucking
knew the game.
great. This guy, no, this is the guy I played in the round of 8. It was a
Who was
Jewish
it?
dude. And he was the best player at the J, and he was better than we were. He was fucking great. And I go in and I didn't know him, so I figured I'd knock
Nobody
this-
knew anybody.
I'd knock down this scrawny fuck and it'd be no problem. So I get in there, I got 8. So I go, this isn't going well, so things are gonna have to change. So we started fucking duking it out, and I'm ripping him with the paddle every chance I get and everything. And he's like this gentleman, just running the shit out of me. So somehow I won the second game. In the third game, I'm down 13-2.
Going to 21.
Yeah,
And I
every
go-
ball game.
I turned to the ref and I go, I am injured, and I departed. And I'm down in the fucking locker room shooting the shit. Meanwhile, he's up there pleading for a fucking forfeit, and they're not giving it to him. And when I came back in, I go, how's the sportsmanship going on here? And the guy was like, well, like this, and I went, boom, 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 and just laughed at 21-13.
Oh,
That was
God.
high quality sportsmanship. Steve Schneider.
Yeah.
That guy
Better
was
than any-
unbelievable. He never played again.
Yeah.
He just was so
Traumatized.
Keeley claims
I
he
know
was
the
so
feeling.
traumatized. Keeley claims he was so traumatized that he quit after playing me when I left when I was injured.
Uh-huh.
Keeley goes, this is bullshit. I mean, I was down there and they came back and convinced me to play. About an hour later, and I went, how is that, Keeley? Keeley's going,
Do you remember who was seeded number 1 in that tournament?
it was, I think, Anzalone. Who?
Bob McInerney. Don't you remember him coming to us? We were still on the inside aisle. He had gone on and looked at the draw, and he came back. He goes, "Something's wrong here, you guys." And he was.
This was
seated
the
number-
first tournament?
The first tournament.
Okay.
And we were in opposite halves.
Well, here's what
And we
happened.
weren't really seated. We were just in opposite halves.
We'd never played before, but we
Nobody
won
had
the
played
nationals.
racquetball much, you know.
I remember we were seated first in the doubles.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Well, there
what
was
was-
no doubles in '69.
Yes, there was.
Only the men, the seniors.
No.
Oh, sure, because the smoker won from.
The guys
They
that
won the
won the
first
tournament was, I think, no, the guys that won the first tournament were Hyman and Zeidman. So Zeidman lost to Chuck. I can understand how you could be confused because the second year was the 70. It was in the same club.
Yeah.
Now what happened in the second year is Wallace and Yellen.
It was Yellen.
It wasn't the guy that
Not
smoked.
Mike Yellen.
The smoking went down in '72 when you played in the seniors, and the guy.
What was his name? He smoked in the shower.
Yeah, he smoked in the shower.
He always smoked in the shower.
And it was Rudis and Luciu was his
Luciu,
name.
L-U-C-I-W.
Yeah, and he was from Massachusetts. He goes, really? He was a
It's
guy.
such a fun game, isn't it? Really, in the shower. Wasn't athletically built.
But he could play.
He knew the game.
And Rudis was this Polish ogre, and he would sit there and he was all pissed off and he never spoke. And so what happened was they were playing in the finals of the
Strong.
'72. They were playing Serot as a little kid, and Valier, who was his puppet master. And Valier was telling the guy to run back and forth, and Valier would just stand there. And anyway, there was this play that happened, and he ripped Rudis and broke his nose with the racket. And Rudis just, the guy was like a near suicide guy. And after that, I knew the match was over, and then Serot stayed at a healthy distance.
1 year, Charlie and I played Serot and Valier in the national finals. And it was pretty obvious, we were the favorite and we're going to win and everything. But this Valier was a little clown. And Serot just around there. And they come out, they have surgical gowns on, what do I want to say you wear?
A
Did you wear
smock?
smocks,
He played in
Sur-
smocks
like
with a hat on, with a
they had
surgical
a
hat.
surgical hat on, and he get out on the court and was getting ready to serve, and Valier says timeout. he had brought surgical gloves, and they each put on a pair of surgical gloves. And Charlie and everybody, what good is that going to do him? You know, they were saying how they were going to take us apart. That's how Hilecher talked.
Oh, God.
We're going to see surgically, we're going to destroy you, you know.
Was that Serot? When I talked to
It was Serot and Hilecher.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah, oh,
about
he'll
that.
remember
Yeah.
that. Serot was 16 by then or something, maybe.
Serot was just a great competitor.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
Hilecher was like a real feisty Jewish
But
agitator.
a comedian too.
And a comedian, and he agitated the shit out of the opponents and the ref, and
Little
then
guy.
he dictated to Serot where he was going to die. Serot covered the entire back wall and
Yeah.
the front left and everything else. He was amazing.
Yeah, it was a fun deal. Fun deal.
How about let's go get ourselves a little
Yeah, lunchtime.
burger?
I hope we're not.
They got spare
Sandy-
balls here to pick from for the members
Yeah.
or something? That's
Those
interesting.
look like paddle balls. Are they?
Almost. No.
You know, we always did, Peter. Everybody brought 2 balls.
Uh-huh.
We went on the court. and We did this and dropped it, and you took the highest one.
Uh-huh.
See, that's how they wanted to hit it harder and harder and faster. So we had determined
Mhm.
the ideal ceiling ball, you know, was about 4 feet up on the back wall. Hit is a natural stroke.
Right.
Anything faster or slower, that's provided the best rally.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I do.
Oh shit.
So when you play Charlie, though, you drop 2 balls and you take the lowest bouncer, the turd. You know, the slower the
That
better.
one that my dog had just chewed.
If I pick the ball, he'd shit can it and pull out and one out.
Okay, gentlemen.
I like these old pictures too.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
I guess we can train these.
Those are all, I bet you, by Jan Campbell.
Yeah, Jen.
Hey, Bron?
It looks like her, but it doesn't look like her
No.
signature.
Oh, is there a signature?
Oh, I turned the lights off. I'm sorry.
Oh, she could do this in a thing.
Is she still around? Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. It's
Classic
not.
old pieces.
Somebody else. Well, here's where every bit as good as this.
Be something. Yeah.
I'd love to get prints of those. Those are cool.
You know, I had this drop shot, and she did one to me, and it said the mule takes a dump in the corner, and there's a pile of crap over in the corner.
Oh yeah, here you go. Can you
Oh,
turn that
there's-
back on?
That's your
Bill?
reservation board.
Look at that.
You know, I think this,
Live and well.
I think this is what Jim didn't want me to know about. That you still use it. I don't know. That's
You don't
fine.
care.
Boy, a lot. No.
I'm gonna have to see if
I'm glad it's in use.
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough to get a quart. I'm gonna have to
Charlie,
look.
you really
Get
were
a good
gone
picture
by
of these
this
guys. These are great. I never saw this.
Because that's why you weren't familiar with how long we were here. Because we built this later, and this became a great meltdown room.
Did it?
You know?
Maybe I was in the room. I remember these things, but they were upstairs.
Do you remember the,
This is my recollection. This was upstairs.
might have been, I don't know. Remember the coach for the Chargers that when they had all the drug years? He came from LA and they had a horrible year. He came down here and played once, and this was, I remember I was talking to him this one.
Well, I'm a new first member, but I'm joining up.
Why not?
I'm joining Charlie.
Good. We can have 2 members. Now I need to get someone who can play for
You just
me.
know a place to go and play. Who's kind of
Anybody want a beer?
Sandy said she's got 2 members and it's on the internet, advertised.
Really?
I mean, it's a little, I don't know what normal shit it costs, but it's 65 and it goes into his retirement monies.
And then
65 a month.
and then $8 if you're gonna bring.
Yeah, but it's on the honor system, so there's no $8.
Also no $8. I'm good with that.
I'm just kidding, Peter.
That's,
you know me.
that's what you're kinda
I
on.
accused
I'm being-
Loveday of having the scam gene.
That's my daughter. Hello.
Let's go,
Never
Charlie.
seen. You ever seen this whole thing?
Never saw.
That's strange. Cheryl Norton, James Bryant. I got
was
some learning to
later-
do.
That was later on, though.
You're looking strong, man. You got a
Thanks.
fucking bulk.
Yeah, at least you're not calling me an ogre yet.